welcome back to finals day here in Shenzhen, the LI-NING China Masters. Next up, it's women's doubles. It's an all-Chinese affair. It is the winners of the China Open, Li Yijing and Luo Shumin, up against the current world number ones and Olympic silver medalists Liu Shengshu and Tang Ning. Well, as far as the draw to the final is concerned in the women's doubles, we only started with 7 seeds. We only lost 1 seeded pair to get to quarter-final stage. 5 different nationalities, 3 pairs from China and 2 from Japan. At semi-final stage, 3 seeds and 2 different nationalities, as you can see, 2 pairs from China and 2 from Japan. Now, as far as the race to the World Tour finals is concerned, well, this is pretty simple. The Olympic champions, Chen and Jia Yifan, aren't on the list, but they're from China, which means only 1 Chinese pair from that list will qualify. So the number 4 pair on the list in today's final, they will not qualify. Apart from that, it's the top 8 who will be at the World Tour finals in Hangzhou. The winners of the China Super 1000 event are, fair to say, surprise winners of that 1000 event in Changzhou. Li Yijing and Luo Shumin, a left and right-handed combination who are currently playing off their career high, and rightly so, because since winning the China Open, they've played 6 previous tournaments and at least a quarter-final in all of them. So they've suddenly got the confidence to go to the latter stages of these major events. The number 2 seeds, but since the seeding was done, Liu Shengshu and Tang Ning have become the world number 1 pair once again. Olympic silver medalists in Paris, losing out in 2 straight games to Chen and Jia Yifan. And this is a 9th final in their 16th tournament of the year. It's a semi-final in the last 8 tournaments. Now that should give you an indication as to the reason why they are the world number 1s. This will be an 8th meeting between these 2 pairs. Of the previous 7, Liu Shengshu and Tang Ning have won 6 of them. The last time they met was in the final of the Arctic Open in Finland. So the toss of the coin conducted by our guest. So it was the new world number 1s who had the choice, and they have chosen ends and want to start the near side of the court. Well, I thought that Liu Shengshu and Tang Ning were simply sensational in both their quarter and semi-finals. They looked to be playing better than ever, in all honesty, and they were good before. Both the Chinese in the red kit are incredibly physically strong. But this is Li Yijing, who is 22 years of age, from Guangdong province, which is where we are at the moment in South China. Enjoying their 4th consecutive week at their career high of 8. Actually played together as juniors. They won gold at the Asia Junior Championships and bronze at the World Junior Championships, both those in 2019. The left-hander, Luo Shumin, is also 22, and she's very, very slightly the taller of the 2, about an inch taller. This is their 5th final of the year, and they were twice taken the full distance in the 2nd round and the quarter-final. The semi-final, they got revenge over Fukushima and Hirota, a revenge for their semi-final defeat last week at the Kumamoto Masters. So to the new world number ones, and this is Liu Shangshu from Liaoning province, coastal province in northeast China. Just 20 years of age, and earlier this week they went up 2 places to number 1 on the world ranking. They had been world number ones from the 22nd of October last month, but it was only for 1 week. But they're back at world number 1, and I think it will take some time to remove them from that status. Because, as I say, this is their 9th final of the year. They beat the number 5 seeds, the Olympic semi-finalists, Pearly Tan and Tina Muralitharan in the quarter-final. And in the semi-final, beat the defending champions, Matsuyama and Shida. All of their matches, as you can see, in 2 straight games. So we have a Chinese umpire for this all-Chinese match, Su Xiaofeng, and Manfred Xun from Hong Kong, China, is the service judge.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Liu Shangshu and Tang, China. And on my left, Li Jing and Guo Xumin, China. And in his left to Li Jing, level play.
So it is the current world number ones, but number 2 seeds, Olympic silver medalists, Liu Shangshu and Tang Ning in the all-red kit nearest to us, against the number 7 seeds, the left and right-handed combination, Li Jing and Luo Shumin.
1 love.
Did it long. Well, Steen, a 12th all-Chinese women's doubles final in the 15th staging of the China Masters. I think we can safely say this is a discipline where the Chinese team excel.
Yeah, they do. They do when they're about to stamp their mark on the discipline again. In this period of time here, I feel that there has been a time where the depth was not so strong in Chinese women's doubles, but I think the depth that we see at the moment is quite amazing. And bear in mind that the Olympic champions are not playing tournaments here. They haven't played a tournament since the Olympics. So this is presumably number 2 and 3 pair.
Yeah.
3-1.
Well, to emphasise China's dominance at this particular tournament, China Masters in the past, you know, last year when Matsuyama and Shida won the title and they beat Fukushima and Hirota in an all-Japanese final, that was the first time ever that a Chinese pair had not contested the women's doubles final. Yeah.
4-1.
Broken the strings of her racket with that final smash in Shangshu. But look how quickly she's onto that shot too, Steen. It's not just the power of her smash.
And that's what I think we've seen in these two tournaments in Kumamoto and here in Shenzhen, that their movement, who in my opinion took a dip in Hong Kong Open, is back, if not better than what it was before.
Well, there's a challenge here from Li Jing and Luo Shumin. I don't think they'll win that challenge. Not that we can see that back line at all, can we?
No, we can only see 60% of the nearest side of the court here. We're court side. It was well long. We can only see it if it passes the A boards before it lands. And no one's done that so far on this side.
Flick serve is long. Oh, we're going to have another challenge.
Challenges called out.
I don't think they'll win that challenge either, do you? They're hitting with the drift.
No, that's difficult. We couldn't see the line judge call either for all the photographers here to the right of the court in Shenzhen Gymnasium.
It's a good challenge.
Correction in. Statement 1. Play.
Well, en route to winning the China Open, Li Jing and Luo Shumin actually beat their opponents of today in the quarter-final stage, having dropped the opening game. They then won 21-18 in the deciding game.
Yeah, there was that period I mentioned, played after Hong Kong Open, or was it before Hong Kong? No, it was after Hong Kong Open. And I felt that the movement of Leo and Tang were not up to the mark at that time.
This is a good rally. I suspect that after that defeat in Changzhou and then have 3 games in the final in Finland at the Arctic Open, I suspect that the new world #1s will be wanting to sort of put down a marker and say, we are the best.
I think so.
Yeah.
And also we can see that further down the roster on the hierarchy, players are switching partners in these 5-6 tournaments after the Olympics. That's, I think, initiated by the fact that Chai Fan is missing Chen Qingqian, so she's playing with different partners, but that also means that there's 2 or 3 partnerships that have split. At least they're not playing these tournaments together, and I think if they would have played together, we might have seen even bigger Chinese dominance. But also to send a signal that, hey, don't even think about splitting us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very good point.
Not that I think that anybody would have had that idea, but sometimes it doesn't take that much for players to get insecure.
No, confidence is a fragile thing in sport.
Very fragile.
Service over. 9-3.
Oh, good tumble serve.
Very good tumble serve. And I have a feeling that Tang Ning could have left that. In fact, her partner's having a word with her and saying you should have left it.
I think there's been a number of times here on finals day where players have played shots that were going to go wide right.
Across the body of Li Jing.
10-4.
She's a little bit static at times, I think, Li, on the court. That's a good shot.
Service over. 5-10.
Yeah, and we've seen other pairs exploit the world #1s, Liu Shangshu and Tang Ning, with drive defences into the open space across court. Game interval, and the world #1s with a very good start to this final. 11-5 their advantage in this opening game.
Play.
So it's a very healthy lead, a 6-point advantage for Liu Shangshu and Tang Ning. No coaching staff involved.
No.
Both pairs national team players, so the national team coaches don't want to show favouritism. Not that that was the case last week, I noticed in Kumamoto. Some of the national Japanese players had their club coaches.
Yeah, there was full coaching on both sides. And we saw it yesterday, the men's singles semi-final, the all Danish men's singles final. There was also
but
coaching.
they're independent players. That's different.
Yeah, But when they represent Denmark, let's say it's a European Championship or a World Championship, and if they play each other, then there's no coaching. In individual tournaments,
Service over. 7-12. Service over. 13-7.
That little bit of extra pace on the smash for Liu Shangshu and Tang Ning hitting with the drift is making quite a big difference at the moment. Whether that changes in the second game and therefore aids the number 7 seeds remains to be seen. All about placement. Gosh, she was far over, wasn't she? Towards the centre line, Liu Shangshu. Very, very fast racket work by this lady.
28.
I know I said it before, but I'll just mention it at least one more time, that I feel that a lot of players, if they're not serving really well, they have no advantage in terms of serving a low serve to Liu Shangshu.
So even though she's got a big smash, you'd flicker.
Yeah, because that's when they have all the time in the world to try and hit the right trajectory. And now they're playing up against the drift. It's going to get even worse when they change ends for Li and Liu. Good play. That's it.
This is a good rally. Oh, that's a pity. No courts on her deep backhand corner. Liu Shumin. Yeah, slow to react to that one.
Liu disappointed. Body language there. I get a feeling when I look at Li and Liu's body language whenever they lose a rally that they lose a lot of the games they play against Liu and Tang in practice.
Yeah. Hitting and very slight movement forward, whereas their opponents were defending and very slight movement backwards. Yeah, that's where practice and training becomes very important.
Yeah.
It's not only important to practice the intensity and of sparring matches, but it also gives some confidence. Psychologically, it helps.
Yeah.
Well,
they're defending themselves as best they can, Li and Liu, but the amount of pressure that Tang and Liu is producing. That's amazing. Even though they also produce a couple of errors once in a while, but it's very few points out of the 9 that Li and Lu have scored themselves.
Service over. 89.
Misjudgment this time from Liu
Service
Shangshu.
over. 10-18.
Yeah, she had a couple of looks at it to get her spatial awareness and still made the wrong decision.
Service over. 19-10.
Well, they've been a class above in this opening game, haven't they, this pair?
They have.
19-10.
My goodness, incredible defence. And again. Wow. She enjoyed that one.
20-10.
So game point opportunities for the world number ones, Liu Shangshu and Tang Ning. Brilliant. Opening game, 21-10 in favour of the Olympic silver medalists, Liu Shangshu and Tang Ning. Absolutely brilliant. 21-10 in just 21 minutes.
Players by the court. 主胜数谭宁 court.
我
So Liu Shangshu and Tang Ning, 1 game to the good. Totally dominant in that opening game, 21-10 against their teammates. And number 7 seeds Li Yijing and Luo Shumin.
Love.
Good return.
Service is over. 1-0.
Yeah, normally you would say that Li and Lu have switched to the more difficult side. What could help them is if they can get on the attack, they get a little bit more punch in it. But on the other hand, I think Tang and Liu are physically strong enough to get the right length on their defense.
And I think that the world #1s would really have to go off the boil a bit, wouldn't they? Because they were so dominant in that opening game. Good work.
3-1.
Tang Ning very alert at the front of the court. 1 interception. Now she's looking for the second one.
It's not unlike the situation we had in the women's single where An Se-young was really dominant. Also winning the first game.
Service over.
And then switching to the good side.
3. Service over.
But from the body language of Li and Lu, it doesn't look like they believe in it.
No, and that comes down to the point that you were making partly, because if you train against the same pair day in, day out, and you can't beat them in training, what makes you think you're going to be able to beat them in competition?
Yeah. And also, if you felt like you go onto something, then you would talk a little bit. Yeah, we do that. We change this, and clap the hands of each other, and sort of try to invigorate each other.
Judge getting that one right.
1 challenge remaining.
So only 1 challenge remaining for
Service over.
Liu and Tan.
3-4. Legal expected. Play.
That's trouble.
Service over.
And it's very
5,
difficult for
3.
Li and Luo, because here, in this situation, where they were trying to defend and get the shuttle to the back of the court, they're so worried about hitting long that they end up hitting short. And it's such a powerful attack anyway from these two.
And they just come closer and closer to the net, Liu and Tan. Pushing forward.
Well, it's going to be interesting, even when we see the Olympic champions return, Chen Xingzheng and Jia Yifan, because I think that the Olympic final, they were jolly lucky to win the opening game, the eventual gold medalists, coming from, was it 16-20 down? Or was it 15-20 down?
Yeah, it was 4 or 5, yeah.
16-20 down to win it, and then won the second game. And I think there was signs, there have been signs, that Chen Xingzheng is struggling a bit with her movement. This is a great rally. Tang, then her attempted kill, it came off the frame. Yeah, that was important. Long rallies like that always does your confidence the world of good to win those long encounters. 84 shots. I thought the 66 shots in the opening game, thought that was long. But it wasn't just the length of the rally, it was the intensity of the rally as well.
It was. And they really needed to win it, Li and Lu. I feel that Li is a little bit behind Lu and Tang in terms of attacking power, and they are a little bit behind Liu Shangshu, who's, in my opinion, the clearly most powerful of the 4 players. That's why she's better on the front court.
Li.
Yeah.
That's nice. Getting back to the point that I started to make when we had that super long rally. You know, if Chen Xingzheng is just off the pace and struggles to get back to the sort of Olympic form that she's shown, given the fact that I think that Liu Shangshu and Tang Ning have improved as well, it's going to be fascinating, because do you think that Chen Xingzheng is the sort of character who would be content to play a second fiddle within the Chinese team?
She would hate it, I think.
Exactly.
And it's going to be interesting to see if they are drawn against each other or eventually plays against each other in the World Tour finals. There's some matchups that we just look forward to a little bit more. I know the Danes, they look forward to that men's singles yesterday between Antonsen and Axelsen, and and a rematch of the Olympic final. That would be a blockbuster. Super quick with the racket there, turning.
Yeah, ready.
Yeah, in between the left and right hander. They both hesitated and thought the other was going to play it. Yeah, you could see the hesitation there. And then a little questioning look to each other.
Challenge called out.
Liu and Tan. If they're wrong on this, they've got no challenges left in this second game.
I didn't really
Well, we can't
get
see
a good
it
look at it.
this end anyway. And it's a great challenge. Just caught the line. And we go to the mid-game interval. And it's a 7-point advantage here in the second game for Liu Shangshu and Tang Ning. Already won the first.
因為我想打開佢嘅，之後有好多球都壓住我啦。但係打開唔可以咁拋俾佢，幫佢哋就唔驚佢哋咁樣壓住啦。我一拋佢哋啲球咧都係咁樣打。之後而家係慢佢哋跟上速度先至有機會，你避開佢哋就冇得打。就你可以跟上速度嘅時候去變，而且你要高冇咩高，一攻快步動係嘛？你冇高速冇咩高速。 知道，而且發熱法都要，特別係多拍之後，發熱法都要準備快啲，因為佢要打機。
11-4. Play.
So 11-4 in the second game, having already won the opening game 21-10. This is a very commanding position for Liu Shangshu and Tang Ning. Yeah, look at the body language.
She looks totally defeated.
Yeah.
I mean, if she was watching Liu Shangshu there, she would have seen that it was only possible to make a relatively flat smash. She could have tried and use the pace that Liu puts in it against her. But she looked like she didn't believe.
13-4.
I'm surprised there's this much cheering and shouting from Tan and Liu, actually, because, I mean, you want to win, but you're also training partners, and you're going to have to practice again Tuesday. I'm a bit surprised about it.
So that because it's annoying for opponents, then the practice session might be a bit frosty.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt that they were the heavy favorites before this match, Liu and Tan. There's no doubt that they played way better than their opponents. So I guess if I were in the opponent's shoes, I would probably wish that they would sort of dampen their joy a little bit out of respect for their opponents. There would be a bad atmosphere in the Danish national team, I can tell you that. If it was too...
yeah.
Well, not so likely that there's two Danish women's doubles, but two Danish men's doubles in any final and one dominant, and they still continue to to cheer very, very loudly.
Yep. Look at the body language of Li Jing after that rally.
Yeah. He doesn't really want to be in on that green court there.
Nice.
They're not giving an inch away, Tan and Liu.
Just snatched at that last one.
6-15. Tang. 6-15.
Missed it.
7-15. 有胜输回信。
Oh, that's going wide.
That was just about to reach the blue carpet.
16-7.
That's gone wide.
Made a couple of errors, actually 3 within the last 6-7 rallies. Liu Xingshu starting with that one at the net in the backhand and the smash out wide.
Tang. No more delay. Okay.
No more delay. well taken.
Service over.
Real commitment at the front of the court there from Liu Shangshu. Look at that. Racket arm outstretched and a tiny, tiny little movement of the racket head to play that winner.
Exactly.
No big swing at all.
There was one in the backhand some time ago. Amazing interception from Liu.
Simple and effective.
9.
That's well judged. 2 points away from the second title in 2 weeks for Liu Shangshu and Tang Ning after winning the Kumamoto Masters a week ago in Japan. Opportunities.
20.
Dominant display. And without any shadow of a doubt, Liu Shangshu and Tang Ning are the best pair in the world right now in the women's doubles discipline.
Service over. 10. 20.
Tan and Tina in the quarterfinals scored 33 points in total against Liu and Tan, and that is the most by any pair so far.
2 titles in 2 weeks. A 6th title of the year. A 3rd Super 750 title in their fledgling careers. 21-10, 21-10, symmetry in the scoreline, and 46 minutes for their victory for yet another title.
Match won by Liu Shangshu and Tang Ning. 21-10, 21-10.
Well, Steen, that was impressive, wasn't it?
It was even more impressive than I thought, more convincing than I thought. They were the favorites, but what a display.
Yeah. Considering the last 2 times that they'd met, it had gone the full distance. Yeah. Well, that throw of the racket into the crowd went a bit haywire, and somebody almost fell over the balcony there in trying to catch it.
You know, I was thinking of that earlier on when we saw the mixed doubles final. I thought this could get out of hand here.
Yeah. They won't go back to support. I think you might need it. This was the final rally. A moment of victory. confirmation of that scoreline, 21-10, 21-10, in a match lasting 46 minutes. Liu Shangchu and Tang stamped their authority on the women's doubles as the world #1s.
重新唤醒深圳人的体育记忆。画面以羽毛球为线索，重现深圳市体育中心从1985年起服务市民生活的历史沿革，描绘新体育中心以体育赋能全民健康的美好景愿，串起那段铭刻在心的记忆和荣耀回归的感动。办赛事、办城市的理念，让深圳向赛事名城和全球标杆城市的光荣与梦想快步进发。
Ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy the video.
44年前，深圳只是南海边上的一个小渔村，人们的生活简单而朴实。那时候，打羽毛球是极少数人的业余爱好。成立经济特区后，深圳迎来了翻天覆地的变化。地处福田中心区的深圳市体育中心，悄然在这片土地上崛起。五湖四海的人来到深圳追逐梦想。深圳市体育中心举办的精彩赛事，让执着追梦的深圳人爱上了运动。为了满足市民对美好生活的向往，市体育中心开始了改造升级，场馆越来越漂亮，设施越来越先进，运动越来越方便。国内外顶级赛事相继落户深圳，中国羽毛球大师赛成为代表深圳创建国际体育名城最亮丽的名片。深圳今夜5年，焕然一新的深圳市体育中心因中国羽毛球大师赛再次见证全球羽坛盛宴的光荣与梦想。
正如画面中所表述的，深圳就是这样一座奇迹之城、未来之城、创新之城。今天，全世界的羽球高手汇聚在我们深圳。当然，我们要感谢现场的每一位球迷。中国羽毛球事业的高质量发展离不开在座的每一位。让我们把热烈的掌声送给我们的球员的同时，也送给在座的各位。谢谢你们。
沙哑的嗓音编织成只有我的旋律，侧耳倾听，多么触不可及，当痛苦侵蚀我的呼吸，黑夜无法阻挡我前行，因为我的背后始终有你，并肩的默契，一起点燃努力。 坚定，走过崎岖才能看得清。我把一切写进沙哑的嗓音，编织成只有我懂的旋律。侧耳去倾听，多么触不可及，当风过境是我的呼吸。
2024李宁中国羽毛球大师赛汇丰世界羽联世界巡回赛超级750赛李宁杯女子双打颁奖仪式现在开始。
Ladies and gentlemen, the award ceremony of women's doubles at Li-NING China Masters 2024 HSBC BWF World Tour Super 150 is about to start.
有请获奖运动员和颁奖嘉宾入场。
Now let's welcome the finalists and presenters.
So to the prize presentation for the women's doubles finalists.
获得女子双打亚军的是来自中国的李怡静、罗徐敏。
The winner of women's doubles are
Li Yijing and Luo Shumin in their first ever Super 750 final.
冠军的是来自中国的刘胜。
How about the champions here in Shenzhen, winning a third Super 750 title, a second title in 2 weeks, and a sixth title of the year. Wu Shangshu and Tang.
为获奖运动员颁发奖杯。
Let's welcome Mr. Qin Weizhong, Mayor of Shenzhen Municipal People's Government, to present the trophies.
开合体育中心训练中啊，我也去过，我在那打了2年。
有请中国羽毛球协会副主席夏申德先生为获奖运动员颁发鲜花。
Let's welcome Mr. Xia Xuanze, Vice President of Badminton Association, to present the flowers.
Vice President of China Badminton nowadays, but former world champion in the mixed singles discipline. He's quite obviously very delighted with his 2 women's doubles pairs in the final
有
today.
请深圳市体育产业集团有限公司总经理李养之先生为获奖运动员颁发支票。
Let's welcome Mr. Li Yangzhi, General Manager of Badminton Unlimited, to present the prize tags.
请颁奖嘉宾和获奖运动员合影留念。
Now let's welcome our distinguished guests to take photos with the finalists.
An 11th title in total for Wu Shangshu
感谢
and
颁奖嘉宾
Tang.
Thanks to all presenters.
They've only been playing together for 2 years. They'll be doing a selfie in a minute, no doubt. Here we go.
And now it's the time for the champion. Please enjoy the moment.
镇坚持以体育赋能健康美好生活。接下来有请获奖运动员以舞台侧按压象征荣誉的印记。
And welcome the finalists move to the side of the stage and press the mark of order.
So we look forward to our fourth final of the day. It's men's singles and it's the Asian champion against the European champion. Jonathan Christie of Indonesia up against Anders Antonsen of Denmark.